Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition with Fricksauce. We are still on the Storm Coast, just finishing up some business. I think we've completed all of the Astrarium puzzles for the Storm Coast, and so now it is time to go locate the secret room. Basalt. It's a rock, right? Crystal, maybe? I guess technically it's a crystal. It is time to get off the rocks. Prophet's Laurel! Yay! Come on. Get on up there. Alright, I think we can... Whoops. Yes, mark it on our map. That's where we want to go. And head back for that little room, the secret room. Let's actually mount up, though. And we found it. And our indicator is lit up. So, here we are. Hey. There's not supposed to be bad things down here. For no other reason than that I say so. Let's get some light going on in here. The Deep Stalkers have the cutest little squeak. It's just really unfortunate that they're basically leeches with legs. You're like, oh, squeak, squeak. No, tearing my flesh. It's never a good thing. Banner! Yay. Ooh. I'll have to see if Vivienne can carry that staff. She probably already has something better. I can't remember. Oh, I love this great axe. When I was playing a warrior in my last playthrough as a corny, I carried this as long as I could. I just loved it. Loved it. I mean, it maybe not the best or most damaging thing out there, but I don't care what you say. I loved it. It was my favorite, and period. The end. I think I like the fact that it did a little bit of every type of elemental damage, and the blade was invisible. So if you had it on your back, the blade itself is invisible, just that you would just see that great big prism in the middle and the handle. So I like how it looked, I liked how it performed. I just really truly enjoyed it, and that's all you should care about, right? I knew you'd be with me. Alright, oh yes. Please have some, although I do need to switch over her stuff. But oh, and it's so her. Look at it. It's just so her. Much more than this rustic looking thing. That's not really her. This is her. Very classic, classy. Okay. Bane of Crest Crossing, obviously we're not carrying any rogues or whatnot. I don't think I ever decided to give this hatchet to Bull. Does more damage per second, but less overall damage. I just still am on the fence about that. I'll just... I think maybe not until something more interesting comes along. Oh, I need to put some stuff back on. I don't need that Mercy's Crest anymore. Alright. Oh, of course. Missed a crate. We'll have Vivian get it. There we go. Haha, that worked out pretty well. Alright, I think we are officially done at the Storm Coast until further notice. So yeah, oh my gosh, let us, you know what, we don't have Crestwood yet. I think it's time to head to the Fallowmire. Not my favorite place, I'll be honest. One of my least favorite areas in Dragon Age Inquisition.
Thank you for coming. Maybe you can solve this mess. Our missing patrols are being held hostage by Avar, barbarians from the mountains.
What are they doing in a bog?
That's the thing. Their leader, he wants them to fight you, because you're the Herald of Andraste.
What do they have against Andraste?
Well, the Avar think there are gods in nature, as in the sky has a god and the forest. The Avar say you're claiming to be sent by one, and they'll challenge the will of your god with their own. I think their leader's just a boastful little prick who wants to brag he killed you.
I've survived demons. I think I can handle myself against some southern barbarians.
Yeah, you'd think, but they're a brawny bunch. Getting to our troops won't be easy. You'll have to fight your way through undead. Wait, you're not squeamish about undead, are you?
There are any corpses possessed by spirits?
Right. Nothing to fear. The Avar are holed up in the castle on the other side of the Fallowmire. Make her willing, the Inquisition's people are still alive.
Yeah, because they keep dying.
What is it?
Could prove useful, sir.
Well, okay. Yep. That's totally not what I wanted. I wanted the requisition table. Oh yes, this is where we get diseased tissue out of the swamp. See why it's my least favorite? It's just extra gross.
There must be something here.
Wow, I think I just got struck by lightning. A short note. Helen, I won't be in tonight. Rupert said he had a surprise for me. He teased me by saying Lady Peasley, which he always does when he's trying to impress me by pretending he's not impressing me. Don't tell Mum where I am. I made fresh porridge in the red pot for both of you. I'll care for her tomorrow, I promise. Lucia. Lucia? Before Andrastianism, Forgotten Faiths. The teachings of the Andrastrian chantry have been part of the Thedosian lives for over 800 years. The chantry guides us and teaches us. We are made humble in the knowledge that we have sinned, and yet we are inspired and given hope through Andraste's story and her song. But Andraste died almost 200 years before her Emperor Cordilis Dracon established the chantry and spread the chant of light. In those terrible years, the Thedosians were lost, crying for salvation. They took to anyone or anything they hoped would give them the answers they so desperately sought. Some returned to well-known faiths, like the Tevinter Imperium's cult of the old gods, which we hold accountable for the curse of the Blight and the Darkspawn. But others found their own paths, following false prophets and making false gods out of men. Many of these religions have disappeared, dying out with their adherents, like the Daughters of Song, or the Empty Ones. Others, like the Blades of Hazarian, may still lurk in the hidden corners of our world. This book aims to remember them, so that we may find compassion for those who lived in those dark times, and also for those who even now are lost and turn to shadow, trying to find light. From Before Andrastianism, The Forgotten Faiths, by Sister Rondwyn of Tantervale. Ornate silver necklace. Battles of Thedas, Garblog's backcountry reserve. Likely dropped to avoid seizure by authorities, or because of seizure due to drinking it, Garblog only brewed from 874 to 892 blessed, killed when the vapors in his beard spontaneously combusted. my kind of liquor. Well, no, not really. Oh, supplies. Surprise. Blue vitriol. Which is, seems to me, maybe petrified oil. That's okay. What's in here? Oh, soggy. Oh, no, this house is dry. Diary of Peter Marsh. The gardeners are too sick to save, everyone says. Grandfather and my brothers barricaded them in their own house so they wouldn't make anyone else sick. Yelled at me for watching instead of helping. Said it was for our own good. There's no more lights in the gardener's home. Rivain. Nowhere in my travels, not in the heart of the Imperium nor the streets of Orzammar, have I felt so much an outsider as in Rivain. The chant of light never truly reached the ears of these people. The years they spent under the thumb of the Qunari left most of the country zealous followers of the Qun, but resistance to the chant goes deeper than the Qunari War. The Rivaini refuse to be parted from their seers, wise women who are in fact hedge mages, communicating with spirits and actually allowing themselves to become possessed. The chantry prohibited against such magical practices, the chantry prohibition against such magical practices violates millennia of local tradition. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genitivi. Excuse me.
Look, signs of a plague.
It must have been a terrible illness. No one's come to reclaim the land. No one living at any rate.
I think I just stepped through a fire.
This can't be all of them. There must be more further in.
The Light of Andraste. There is a wind-weathered inscription on the statue, commissioned in 655 storm by the illustrious Ban Hargrave, protector of the Fallowmire, to commemorate the completion of her keep and to thank Blessed Andraste for her good fortune. In the swamp. Swampy swamp. That is quite the... Does she have a head? Is there a head on that statue? There it is. Woo. Where do I want to go? Gotta go cut diseased tissue.
Careful. Disturbing the water draws them out.
Yes, it does. Excuse me, I want that. Well, I don't want it, but I gotta pick it. Oh, I've been poisoned. I don't want that thing sneaking up on me. There he is.
Is that a beacon of some sort?
Excuse me, Vivian. Sheesh. You... They make you go into the water, basically. That's what that whole quest is about. Ooh, got poisoned again. Nasty. Oh, souls ain't doing too good. What's up with that? Ooh, stuff. Alright, let's see about this.
Watch out!
A terror. Yay! Probably a couple.
We must retreat!
Someone help!
I think it's time for a little help.
Thomas needs help!
I need help. Don't do it. Ah.
We could use these. Lure those corpses out of the mud and fight on solid ground.
Keep an eye out for more then.
Either way. Veilfire and the Falomire. The Veilfire message and the Falomire are largely gibberish and imply a kind of paranoia. Certain letters and numbers repeat. It is possible the writing is in code. These Veilfire runes are interspersed with numbers and mathematical notations. They evoke a clear sense of panic, as if the author was trying to figure out a difficult problem. Oops. Touched the water. I didn't bring anything out, so that's good. There we go. Oh, locked. Oh, I don't know why I picked that up. Ooh, blood lotus. What's up, dude? Okay. Around we go. Oh, blood lotus. Blood lotus. Ugh. Yes, I need it. Haha. Didn't attract any corpses. I'm not sure how that happened, but... Alright, on we go.
know, I believe I have a gown made of beetle wings from this bog. I should really get matching gloves made.
Gown made of beetle wings. I mean, I guess there are worse things. We are picking up diseased tissue of plague victims after all, but you know. Leaf mace schematic. What is that about? Okay. Oh, I don't think I've seen that spell from afar before. That's kind of cool. The winter storm, the blizzard, whatever Solus has got. His. Oh, hello. That was right there. Squish, squish, squish. Wow, I just kind of went roundabout. Sorry about that, folks. We shall carry on to the next beacon, and hopefully we will not die. That would be great. Thank you. The end. Hello. Hello, beastie. Let's do a quick save because the last one was a little tough. All right. Ready? Here we go.
Die!
Just, you know, die. Alright, not too bad. Let's see. Apostate Widris's journal. This thick journal is half undecipherable. The parts that can be read are splattered with ink as if the author had written them in a hurry. Pardon me, folks. There were years of notes in that book. Years! Who could have taken it or deciphered it? Did someone follow me from the circle? I bet it was Wernan or Claris. They always were jealous, little I can't say busybodies. If they saw what I've done, the demons I've harnessed, they'd be green with envy. Who's afraid of spirits now, you simpering ewes? But I must have my book back. I will write down the cipher again before I forget. Again. These demons are clever. I can't have them demanding a price for decrypting my own notes. The concoctions I can make with the plants here, in safe amounts, will open my mind to vistas past the fade. The demons' hint is beyond me because they wish to undermine me. It's so clear. It's so very clear. Tinkle, tinkle. Starting at this set of unreadable runes conjures up strong feelings of bitterness and arrogance in equal measure. They fade slowly. Stuck. Touche. Alright, I think there is a camp off here to the left. Shocking stuff. And Bloodlettuce. Ooh. Gain small amount of stamina after killing an enemy. That's not the bad. Oh, that's for rogue or warrior, and that's fine. On this small note, the words, not deathroot, have been underlined 3 times. There's a small illustration of a plant that looks like spindleweed, with this one underneath it. Looks like you got the wrong one. Excuse me. Note from a scout. The paper is small and thin, meant for transport by a messenger bird. Warn the herald her life's in danger if she comes to the mire. Our patrol spotted Avar 3 days ago. We didn't understand why they came down from the prospects until we were captured in an ambush. Their leader said they came because they heard the Inquisition was in the area. They want to lure out and kill the Herald of Andraste to win favor with their gods. I escaped, but I can't free the others without help. I found a good camping spot for a rescue party. We'll tend my wounds before heading off. Scout Aubrey Greenholm. I think maybe we can fill that requisition. No. Oh my gosh, how much do we have? 1 more corpse. 1 more. Really? Yuck. Are we all good with our potions? Everyone? Yes, we are. Alright. I think this is a good place to stop. We're kind of not halfway through the fallow mire, but we're a good way through. So I will say auf Wiedersehen, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. And feel free to post comments if you have any. So that's all for now, and we'll see you in the next episode.